Hello, I'm Micah,
And I'm Mica.
and this is the Marriage Minute.
Today we're going to talk about he that findeth a wife findeth a good thing. When we look at the generation today and how they view marriage, it is far different from what it was years ago. And not even that many years ago, because I remember when Micah and I got engaged, he got down on one knee and he proposed. Yes. And as a matter of fact, before he did that, he asked my father for permission to take my hand in marriage.
That's right.
But nowadays, it's
tradition long forgotten. People don't do that anymore sometimes.
Yes.
They should, though. They should. Unfortunately, we got it backwards where sometimes the women are getting on the knee proposing to the men.
I've seen that.
Yes, or they're proposing with like PlayStations and video games and things like that, kind of like downplaying what marriage is supposed to be.
Right. And they've gone from "will you marry me" to a casual conversation of "let's just get married" to "let's just move in together," or "when are you going to have my baby?"
Yeah, that's great.
So we are trying to help us get back to the way God intended marriage to be.
All right.
And bring back the seriousness of it, the severity of it.
The sanctity of marriage.
The sanctity, yes, the sanctity of marriage today. So, Proverbs 18:22 says, "Whoso findeth a wife findeth a good thing, and obtaineth favor of the Lord."
Yes.
Wow.
So very true. You know, you find a wife, find a good thing, and you have the Lord's favor, and you also find that not only will He bless you and help you in your walk, and as you go out and apply and work and do things, you'll find that the favor of God will be upon you for doing it His way, getting married. But you're also going to find that the societal structure, our government system, you know, the tax breaks you get for being married, filing jointly and things of that nature, and many other benefits come when you're married. So you want to do it the right way for God, of course, but also so that you can find a favor with man as well.
Amen. Favor of God, favor with man, God's blessings upon your life because you chose to do it His way. Again, marriage is God's idea. And so when you find a wife, you find a good thing. So finding a wife is important.
Yes.
That means you have to put some effort into searching for her. You can't just settle for anybody. That takes a little bit of patience, or a lot of patience.
Right.
Man, you can't say, "I gotta get married by the time I'm 30."
Whatever
your age is. Because once you get there and that clock is ticking, it's like, "Oh, I'm almost 30 and I'm not married." You have to make sure that your will is aligned to God's will, His plan, and His timing, and that you're waiting on God to send you the right woman for you, the right wife for you.
That's right. You can't just be running around with Susie, Sally, Faye and trying to figure it out. You got to wait and find the right one. And when you look at even with Adam's situation, you know, the Lord helped him. So when he saw his wife, and Adam said, "For this cause shall a man leave his father and mother, and you know, shall cleave to his wife." So you two become one flesh, and you receive your wife and recognize this is now flesh of my flesh, bone of my bone. You become one. And this is what happened in the Garden of Eden when God presented Adam with his wife. So when you pray as a man, you ask God to show you who you're supposed to marry. He'll lead and guide you to the right one. And when you know it's from Him, you'll make that decision. You'll be ready to cross that bridge, and you'll want to do it the right way.
Amen. When we were waiting for God to show us who our spouse was, as a matter of fact, I was busy in ministry, and I had come to a point in my life that maybe God didn't have anybody for me, and I'm just supposed to work in ministry. I was 23. And God showed me who my husband was. And when He showed me who my husband was, I purposed in my heart and my mind that I would not tell a soul, not even him, not even my mother. I said, "Lord, if this is your will, then you would reveal it to him."
Right.
And months prior to that, God had already showed Micah that I was to be his wife.
That's right.
And he prayed, "Lord, if this is your will, then reveal it unto her." So if you spend time with God and you wait on Him, He can show you who your spouse is, who your wife is, who your husband is, so that when you come together, you don't have to be afraid. You don't have to be wondering, is this the last person I'm going to be with?
Right.
Am I sure if this is the one? If you let God lead you, then you can go into that marriage relationship knowing that it is ordained by God.
Amen. Hopefully you guys were able to pick up a lot from this video, and you have something that you could take with you in preparing for marriage or trying to find the right person.